The more that we train our muscles, the harder it can be to get them stronger. Is it possible for us to train full body and actually increase muscle growth? I'm gonna show you a full body workout that you have never seen before, and we're gonna start right now. A great way to increase muscle mass and strength while doing full body workouts is increasing that neural drive, lighting up our nervous system. And one of the best ways to do that is by using technical coordination exercises. And this is where the first key exercise is going to come into play. We want to look at a movement that's going to increase our global innervation. And what that means is that as we start to do this exercise, our body is going to wake up. Our brain is going to start to recognize that there's a large amount of mechanical tension, and we have to be recruiting from various different joints at various different speeds and various different joint angles. So that's going to be a 2-pump snatch. Now, we're gonna be using our straps, available at garagestrength.com, by wrapping through the bar and then putting that thumb back over. Now, you could do a 4-pump, you could do 5 pumps. You don't even really have to snatch it. But what we wanna focus on is training our rhomboids, our traps, our erector spinae, our hips, lighting up even our hamstrings and our glutes. And it's going to look like this, where we go pump, pump, snatch. So 2 pumps into that snatch position. Now, if you're not proficient in hitting that snatch overhead, what you can do is just go 4 pumps or 5 pumps. And what we want to look at is increasing that neural drive. So if we do 5 sets of 2 pumps and a snatch, or 5 sets of 4 pumps, typically I recommend resting for about a minute to a minute and a half. And we usually would do this on a lower body power day or on an impulse day. But in this case, we're doing a full body workout. Now, if you don't have access to a barbell, you don't have access to plates, you can use a replacement exercise like a dumbbell snatch. And you could even go here and just 1, 2, 3. Hit 3 reps very rapidly. Hit 3 reps on the left side to prime that nervous system, get it to fire a little bit better. And then as we work through the rest of this workout, you're gonna feel more explosive. Now we're gonna be able to recruit those higher threshold motor units, and in turn, hopefully we feel a little bit more athletic. Our fitness level is a little bit higher so that we can achieve these other lifts that we're gonna be showing you that you probably have never seen before. Now, if you guys wanna celebrate being as swole as possible from this sweet full body workout, you can enter to win our free t-shirt giveaway. All you have to do is comment down below, make sure all of your channel notifications are active, you've liked, you subscribed, you ring that notification bell, and you show up to our Tuesday live where we're gonna announce a winner to this free t-shirt. Growth comes from mechanical tension, okay? And mechanical tension is observed through mechanical sensors. Our muscle spindles, our Golgi tendon organs, these are specific things that our body has in place to recognize the amount of tension, which will then lead to motor unit recruitment to try and protect those joints and execute specific movements. And our mechanical sensors are at play and they're working when we're doing resistance-based training, and especially when we're doing things like that 2-pump snatch. So to prime the nervous system a little bit further, we should warm up effectively. And these 2 exercises I'm gonna show you should be done before you do the 2-pump snatch. So what we're gonna do is actually walk on a PVC pipe. Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit more unstable. So we're gonna be sitting here and our body's gonna be like, oh wow, we're on an unstable surface. We need to start to warm up and get more effective at recruiting high threshold motor units so we can be more stable. That's the whole point here. So we can walk through, let's say we do 10 to 15 meters. Then we're gonna get off. And the next thing that we're gonna focus on is trying to actually be more mobile. So we can hold an isometric position. Let's say we have 10 reps while doing thoracic rotation work. So we're gonna hold this hand towards the camera. I've got my mobility Powerlastic band here, and I'm gonna open up, ooh, and I'm gonna come back. And I'm gonna do 12 reps. And I'm gonna feel this even in my glutes as I'm holding this and rotating back. I wanna make sure that I can have nice thoracic rotation. Then we'll switch sides here. I'll hold facing towards you, and I wanna get my hand back to about 180 degrees. Come back, do that again. And when you rotate, you will feel this tremendously in your upper back and through your hips. You're doing this with the PVC pipes before you do that 2-pump snatch. And remember, this is gonna prime you for that full body workout. So with the technical coordination work being done, we already did that great warm up as well. Now we're gonna get into more exercises to really stimulate that crazy growth. We wanna do something full body that's going to lead to this tremendous amount of long-term gains. And that's gonna take us into our next key exercise. But let's be real here. The best way to make long-term gains is by using a personalized periodized program. Just like you would see inside of our app Peak Strength, you're gonna see that structured system based around your personal goals. And that's in all reality how you're gonna see those long-term goals achieved. Now, the first exercise is gonna be involving a pushing aspect. So if we're doing pushing, we wanna do something that's gonna stimulate absolutely everything when we're doing a full body workout. And this is going to be where we're gonna do our dumbbell double bounce banded incline bench. You've seen this in previous videos, which is gonna help you blow up your tricep strength, your shoulder strength, and your pecs. So we're gonna go here, double bounce, go up. I can feel that tension at the top. My pecs are already lit up around my sternum. Boom, boom, up, boom, boom, up. So we're gonna do like 5 sets of 7. Up, up, one more, up. That's gonna blow up my triceps, blow up my pecs, blow up my shoulders. Now, one of the best parts about training on a full body split is that typically individuals who train on full body splits have less time. When you have less time, you're gonna do supersets. Supersets are one of the key aspects behind Peak Strength. We love to use supersets, and we even put in a specific rest timer for those specific exercises, and that's gonna make your programming that much more effective. The superset that we're gonna be doing is gonna be a dumbbell RDL into a row. So I'm here, slight knee flexion, come forward, row, forward, row, forward, row, forward, row. Ooh. So you're doing a dumbbell RDL, targeting your posterior chain, targeting your hips, targeting your lower back, and then you're gonna do a bent over row essentially at the top, lower that, and when you lower that, that's gonna take you back through that full eccentric. So you're gonna do 7 reps of the dumbbell, double bounce, banded incline bench, and then you're gonna rest about 30 to 60 seconds. Then you're gonna get into that dumbbell RDL with a row. Do that for 12 reps, rest about 2 to 2.5 minutes. And again, inside of our app Peak Strength, we have programs like this built out specifically to what your needs are as an athlete. You can replace exercises, you have those specific rest timers, you have those supersets, and you can even designate how many days a week that you want to train when you establish that peak date. So head over to peakstrength.app, the Google Play Store, the Apple iOS Store, and you can download Peak Strength today for 7 free days of training. And during those 7 free days of training, you can cancel at any time. But the worst thing that's gonna happen is you're gonna get 5 free workouts. So continuing with focusing on that full body movement, how can we use exercises that have that omni focus? And this would be movements that are focusing on incorporating multiple different joints, multiple different muscle groups that are actually different from the prime mover of that specific lift. So we might be using some exercises like the functional gurus, but we're actually going to be using the weights that the big dogs use. And so this is gonna take us into this next crazy exercise, and this movement is going to be targeting multiple different joints, our legs and our upper body, and at the same time giving us a crazy pump. It's going to be a dumbbell floor bench with a sliding leg curl. So we're gonna get into position. We wanna get here. We have our elbows on the floor. Now, I wanna achieve hip extension. So I'm here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds slow eccentric, come back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slow eccentric, come back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to be 5 reps into a 5-second eccentric with the leg curls. Bring it back in, hold that hip extension. 5 reps again, then you go into that 5-second eccentric. Most grown men that aren't functional gurus should be using 80s to 90s to 100s, and you can get 20 reps. You get a great tricep pump, and on top of that, you get that hydra-headed coordination inside your hamstring joint. It's an absolutely phenomenal exercise, and it even targets your core quite a bit when you're holding that position and pressing at the same time. Now, what better way to finish a full body workout than by hammering those buys and targeting those quads. And that's gonna take us into this last pairing. This pairing is gonna be absolutely insane. Okay, so we're gonna load up a sled. And don't worry, if you don't have access to a sled, I'm gonna give you 2 options to replace the sled and what you can do with it. But we're gonna walk backwards, and notice I have dumbbells on there. That's a key point here. So we're walking backwards. We wanna get some serious growth inside the quads, light up my knees. I'm gonna get here, I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna grab the dumbbells and I'm gonna hammer, literally do hammer curls for a set of 17 to 20 reps. Okay, so we go 17, 20 reps. We don't take a break between the quads and the arms. And the good thing is, when you're training the legs, your legs get fatigued, but you're not overly fatigued yet in the upper body. I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna pull this backwards again. Get right into it, pull backwards, and I can even pick up my pace a hair. Starting to feel more warmed up. This is about 20 yards. Get to the end, and I'm gonna grab the dumbbells again. Okay, boom. Try and hammer these out. 17 to 20 straight reps, no break. And then what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna provide those 2 alternatives here, is I'm gonna put these back on. I'm gonna finish this again. And this is something, a great finisher to a full body workout. You could do this 6 times, 10 times. You'll get a huge pump in your biceps, huge pump in your quads, and it's gonna make you just feel really, really good. Your heart's gonna be beating like crazy. You're gonna lose your breath. You're gonna feel strong. Now, I'm gonna walk down. I'm gonna show you those. You can even do walking hammer curls if you want. So one thing you could do as an alternative would be, if you're in a commercial gym, every commercial gym's got a leg extension. And typically what I would recommend to make sure nobody steals your leg extension is you sit here, you hit 25, 30 reps leg extension. You get a monster quad pump. God, leg extensions always blow up my quads no matter what. I can't wait for the comment down below. Your knees are gonna hurt. My knees never hurt from leg extensions, so stop thinking that your knees will hurt from leg extensions. Now, I hit that for 20 to 25, pick this up, hammer curl. Let's pretend I do a set of 17 again. And I get right back on this leg extension. So that's the first option. The second option that you can use, you've got a garage gym. You can actually get our garage grips, put them on the dumbbells, and you can go out and walk backwards up a hill with the dumbbells, get to the top, you do the hammer curls. Walk back down, walk backwards, back up the hill. So when you're walking backwards up the hill, you're gonna feel that quad strength absolutely blow up. But this last portion, your biceps are blown up. Your quads are blown up. Your muscle strength is engaged. So we wanna do these big lifts. We wanna do these lifts fast and heavy and hypertrophic, and that's gonna lead to those long-term gains. So take this full body workout and do it today in the gym. But if you want those long-term gains, make sure you head over to peakstrength.app, the Google Play Store, the Apple iOS Store, and you can download Peak Strength today for those 7 free days of training. And that's gonna help you achieve your long-term goals. Because remember, freaks, if you wanna become a champion, you've always gotta cultivate your power. Peace.